Greetings of the day. Outcomes of the present session are: learners will understand the meaning of financial accounting. Learners will be able to understand what cost accounting means, and they will also understand the differences between financial accounting and cost accounting. We have already seen in the previous sessions what financial accounting is. Let us just have a recap of what financial accounting is. It is that branch of accounting which helps in recording, classifying, summarizing, and analyzing and interpreting financial transactions and communicating the results to the people who need it for making judgments or decisions. The major part in financial accounting is that it deals with transactions only of financial character. So the transactions which can be expressed in money only will form a part in financial accounting. And the major objective of financial accounting is the preparation of profit and loss account and the balance sheet. The profit and loss account reveals the profit earned or the loss incurred during the year, and the balance sheet depicts the true financial position of the business at a given point of time. So financial accounting will do the entire work of recording the transactions, classifying them, summarizing them, and then interpreting and analyzing them by preparing the financial statements and then communicating the results. This is the main objective of financial accounting. Now let us look into what cost accounting is. Cost accounting is that branch of accounting which specializes in the ascertainment of cost of products and services. So it helps us in ascertaining the cost of products and also helps us with the classification, computation, and analysis of cost on different bases. It provides this useful information to the managers, employees, government, and other users. So basically, if we see now, financial accounting deals with financial transactions and helps in preparation of financial statements. Cost accounting deals with the calculation of the cost of a product, and it also helps in analyzing these costs and classifying these costs. Moreover, cost accounting also includes the objective of cost reduction and cost control. So now we have just seen the in brief about financial accounting and cost accounting. Let us now look into the differences between the two. We will now see how financial accounting and cost accounting are different from each other. So the first point of difference is the purpose. As we have seen, the purpose of financial accounting is to prepare the financial statements of a business. That is the profit and loss account and the balance sheet. So the main purpose here is to reveal the profit or loss and to show the organization's financial position. When we come to cost accounting, the purpose of cost accounting is to provide information to the management for proper planning, operation, control, and decision making. So financial accounting will gather information about the calculation of the cost of a product, and it will provide that information to the management so that it can help the management in proper planning and controlling. We move forward to the next difference, that is about the form of accounts. In case of financial accounts, they are kept in such a way so as to meet the requirements of Companies Act and Income Tax Act. That is, the financial accounts are always maintained in the form specified by the Companies Act and the Income Tax Act. When we come to cost account, these accounts are generally kept voluntarily to meet the requirements of the management. But now Companies Act also has made it obligatory to keep cost records in some manufacturing industries. Till recently, cost accounting was only optional. It was according to the need of the management and they would maintain it in their own form. But recently, Companies Act has made it mandatory only for few manufacturing firms which have to make it according to the given pro forma. We'll move forward. The next point of difference is about recording. So financial accounting records, classifies, summarizes, and analyzes the transactions in a subjective manner. That is, according to the nature of expenses. So, all transactions are recorded and classified and also analyzed in the way the expenses are, whether they are capital expenses, whether they are revenue expenses. In that manner, they are bifurcated and then they are analyzed. When we come to cost accounting records the expenditure in an objective manner. That is, according to the purposes for which costs are incurred. So, according to the need or according to the purpose for which costs are incurred, cost accounting will record the transactions. Hence, financial accounting records in subjective manner, whereas cost accounting records in objective manner. The next point of difference is control. Financial accounting lays emphasis on the recording aspect without attaching any importance on control. In case of financial accounting, the first step, recording, is most important, and the entire emphasis is on recording. So whatever has happened should be recorded, and from recording everything else is done. The emphasis on control is not there. But when we come to cost accounting, it provides a detailed system of control for materials, labor, and overhead costs with the help of standard costing and budgetary control. So, cost accounting follows certain techniques of costings through which it can lay control on the expenses like materials, labor, and all other overhead expenses. That means in case of financial accounting, emphasis is on recording, whereas when we come to cost accounting, the major emphasis is on control. The next point of difference is the periodicity of reporting. Financial accounting reports operating results and financial position usually at the end of the year. Cost accounting gives information through cost reports to the management as and when desired. So there is no fixed term for cost accounting. As and when the management desires, cost accounting will produce the cost records. The next point of difference is analysis of profits. Financial accounts are the accounts of the whole business. They are independent in nature and they disclose the net profit or loss of the business as a whole. That means financial accounting does not look into the business as parts. It records, analyzes, and interprets the transactions for the entire business as a whole. So the financial statements reveal the profit or loss of the entire business, not about a specific product or department. When we come to cost accounting is only a part of the financial accounts and it discloses profit or loss of each product, each job, and each service. So, financial cost accounting does not treat it as the entire whole, it focuses on every part. So, the costing process of every product, every job, every service is disclosed properly. We'll move ahead. The next point of difference is reporting of cost. The In case of financial accounting, the costs are reported in aggregate in the financial accounts. So here in case of financial accounts, the entire cost is reported. It is not reported in breakups. The entire cost of the product is reported at once. When we come to cost accounting, the costs are broken down on a unit basis and then reported. So in case of cost accounting, more emphasis is on the per unit cost of the product. Whereas in financial accounting, the total costs are taken into account. The next difference is nature of transactions. Financial accounts relate to commercial transactions of the business and include all expenses with the manufacturing, office, selling, distribution, etc. So they relate to all transactions which can be expressed in form of money and they include every type of expense. When we come to cost accounts relate to transactions connected with the manufacture of goods and services and they include only those expenses which enter into the production. So cost accounting will consider the expenses which are related to the production of goods. The next point of difference is information. Financial accounting In case of financial accounting, monetary information is only used. That is, only transactions which can be expressed in terms of money find a place here. Non-monetary transactions are not recorded. In case of cost accounting, even the non-monetary information like units is also used. That means it deals with both monetary as well as non-monetary transactions. The next difference is about the figures. Financial accounts deals mainly with actual facts and figures. That means after the transaction has taken place, financial accounting records it. So it records only the actual facts and figures which have already taken place. But cost accounting partly deals with facts and figures and it partly deals with estimates. It gives importance on estimates so that the actuals can be compared with estimates and the deviations can be found out. We'll move forward. The next point of difference is reference. In devising or operating a system of financial accounting, reference can be made in case of difficulty to the company law, case decisions, and to the canons of sound professional practice. But in case of cost accounting, no such reference is possible. Guidance can be had only from a body of convention followed by cost accountants. That means if it is a financial accounting system, we can take references from companies law, you can take references from the case studies already done and sound professional practices. But cost accounting, there cannot be any reference. It only depends on the ability of the cost accountant to make it more profitable. So guidance can be had only by the conventions followed by the cost accountants. The next point of difference is the relative efficiency. Financial accounts do not provide information on the relative efficiencies of various workers, plants, and machinery, whereas cost accounting provides valuable information on the efficiencies of plants and machinery. Moreover, cost accounting also suggests ways to improve the efficiency of labor, machinery, and all other equipments. We move forward. The next point of difference is related to the stock valuation. In case of financial accounting, stocks are valued at cost or market price, whichever is less. Because financial accounting always depends on the principle that the losses should be provided for. When we come to cost accounting, stocks are always valued at cost price. So that is the difference between the two. The last but not the least, the difference between the two is related to type of science. Financial accounting is a positive science because it is a subject to legal rigidity with regard to the preparation of financial statements. When we come to cost accounting, it is not only a positive science but also a normative science because it includes techniques of budgetary control and standard costing also. So then in cases of standard costing and budgetary control, we think upon the things as what ought to be in future. So that is why it also deals with normative science. Hence, the above were the points of differences between uh, financial accounting and cost accounting. I hope everyone has understood it properly. That's it for the current session. Thank you.